Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see from the title, baby, we have a story time. I do want to be the first one to tell you guys happy new month. If you guys made it to this new month, we would like to give thanks and praise to God, the man above, and thank you so much for taking us to this new month, because a lot of people did not make it. If you guys see my nails is looking a little ratchet, y'all already know. If y'all been to this channel, then y'all already know. And yeah, if you guys have a Valentine's, y'all let me know down below, because I don't have a Valentine's, y'all. Your girl don't have a Valentine's, but you know, Valentine's is next week. So, you know, if you guys have a Valentine's, y'all let me know down below. And if you guys are gonna do something with your Valentine's, y'all also let me know down below. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get you guys a story time from my girlies who don't have a Valentine's, so you guys can have something to watch. Yeah, so let's get straight into this story time today, because I was gonna tell this story time, but I needed some time to pass by before I told this story time. But I'm about to tell y'all, one of my subscribers got me caught up, and I already told this story time in my live one time, but it wasn't too many people in my live. So if you guys hear the story time again, I'm sorry. Y'all just sit back, relax, grab your popcorn so you can hear it again. This is a continuation story time from the time where I dated the guy that was a pimp. I do not even remember what I named this boy. I do not even feel like going back to watch the video to give the boy a name, so we're gonna change his name. But if you are new to the channel, I am going to leave the first video in the description box down below, so you guys could check that out and then come back and check this video out. For my people who watched the video but is a little like, you know, forgot like, you know, what happened. Basically, long story short, I ended up dating this guy who was a pimp, and I did not know he was a pimp until like weeks into us talking. And he tried to pimp me out, y'all, and it just did not go the way he thought it was about to go. So I don't even remember how we stopped talking. I don't know if he cut me off or if I cut him off or if it was mutual. I don't have no idea, but I know that we stopped talking, right? And then I came to the channel. I told you guys the story time of what happened. And so let's continue where I left off. So boom. The reason why I'm gonna tell this story time again is because so many of y'all kept asking, what happened to the pimp? What happened to the pimp? What happened to the boy that was trying to pimp you out? Like, you never, like, is there any update? Like, y'all kept asking, and I'm like, I already told y'all what happened, but then I thought about it. I'm like, I only told the people on live what happened, and it wasn't that many people watching me that night when I told the story. Like, it was a give or take 200 people watching me. So I kept thinking to myself, why do y'all keep asking me about the pimp? I already told y'all what happened. Then I had to think about it. I'm like, wait, I didn't really tell everybody what happened. So let me tell you guys how one of y'all got me caught up. Y'all got me caught the hell up. So we're gonna give this boy a name. We're gonna call him, no, we're gonna give him a name called Blueberry. I don't know. I literally just seen this blueberry thing, and I'm almost out. I need to buy more from Bath & Body Works, and I just like, fuck it. We're gonna call him Blueberry. So boom. So one day I ended up going to Mexico last year. I'm doing my maintenance. I'm going to get my lashes done, my hair, my nails. You know, I'm doing my maintenance, and I get a text message from Blueberry. And y'all have to understand, I don't know if I told you guys in the last story time, but I blocked Blueberry on Instagram. No, I didn't block Blueberry. I unfollowed Blueberry on Instagram, but I never blocked his number. Me and him, we still had each other's number, and I still had him followed on TikTok, because that's originally where I met Blueberry. If you guys do not know, I met him on TikTok. So I still had him follow on TikTok, because I don't really think Blueberry was as active on TikTok like that. So I didn't really care that we were following each other, but we did not block each other's numbers or nothing like that. So I get a text message from Blueberry, and he texted me something along the lines of, LOL, if you wanted to make a video about me, you could have just sent it to me. Bit, y'all. When I see that text message, I'm like, how in the hell? Like, how in the hell did this boy know that I made a story time about him? How in the hell did this boy know I made a story time about him? So I was shocked, y'all. So I ended up calling my friends, and my friends were not answering at the time. So I didn't even know what to say. I had to play it off like, y'all, I had to play it off like I was player. I had to play it off like I didn't care, that he knew that I made a story time about him, and he caught it. So I don't even remember what I responded, but I responded something slick like, next time I make a video, I'll let you know. Bitch, I'm not letting him know. And y'all better not let him know too. And y'all gonna know why I say that in a bit. So I think I sent him a message like that, and I don't really remember what he responded back to me, but he ended up, me and him just ended up going back and forth in the text message, and he was like, you could tell that like he felt some type of way that I made a story time about him, but you could tell that he didn't really care too at the same time. So I was kind of conflicted. He ends up calling me, mind you, I just got done getting my nails done. So he ended up calling me like right after I left the nail shop. So I was so freaking scared to answer the phone, y'all. I'm like, I want this boy to knock me upside my head. But I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna answer the phone and see what he got to say, right? So we get on the phone with each other, and then I find out that my phone is about to die. So I end up telling him like, Blueberry, I'm gonna have to call you when I get to like where I could charge my phone. My phone is about to die. So he's like, all right, bet. So we end up getting off the phone. When I hung up the phone, bitch, I said, whew, that was a close one. But bitch, I'm looking like it wasn't a close one because I still gotta call him back, right? So about 30 minutes later, I end up charging my phone and I end up calling the boy back. Y'all, bitch, I'm hyperventilating when I'm on the phone. My phone is charging right now. It's about to die. But bitch, we're gonna pretend that this Xfinity remote is my phone. Bitch, I'm calling the phone like this. Bitch, I'm scared. I'm scared as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. And why am I scared? I don't know, because if you guys don't remember from this story time, this boy didn't even live in my city. This boy lived in a whole different city. But I don't know why, bitch, I felt like he was just gonna find me. Like, I was scared, y'all. Like, when I tell you I was scared, I was scared. So I end up getting on the phone, but bitch, just because I'm scared don't mean I'm finna act like I'm scared now. So I get on the phone and I'm like, hello, yeah, what's up? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I seen your little video about me. He said, as a matter of fact, when you told me that you had to charge your phone and we got off the phone, I was watching the video. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, are you done with the video? He's like, no, I'm not done. I'm still watching it or whatnot. And I was like, oh. And he was like, yeah. So like, why did you feel the need to make a video about me? And I basically just told him, because mind you, Blueberry knew that I was a YouTuber, but like he was never like, throughout that little time of us dating, he never really like cared about my channel. Like he didn't really like, he never asked me what was my channel. I don't have none of my channels on my social media except for TikTok, and that's it. I don't have my channel posted on my Instagram. I don't have my channel posted on my Twitter. I do promote my channel on my Instagram stories sometimes, but not really. And guys don't really pay attention. That's why when I'm dating guys who are so invested in my channel, I kind of get the ick. I'm not gonna lie, I get the ick. I get guys who want to watch my channel so they can figure out who I am, and then they can like try to like make assumptions based off of watching me. But believe it or not, y'all, who the 1 hour that I sit here and talk to y'all, that's not who Irene really is. Like I just show you guys, I kid you not. I know you guys might think that I put all my business out on here, but I just give you guys 30% of my life. Like I don't really give you guys the full, I don't give you guys what I want to give you guys, and you cannot determine who somebody is just from watching a video of them. You know what I mean? I never really care when guys like are invested in watching me, and he was just not one of them throughout that little time period that we were talking. He never really cared about my channel. He asked me about it a couple of times, told him about it. Baby, he was worried about me selling cat. He wasn't worried about that channel. We just continue to talk, and while he's talking to me, he's basically just saying, yeah, at timestamp such and such, you said this and you said that. That's not what I meant. I meant this. Like he's trying to explain himself. Like he's literally pointing out the timestamps, and I'm on my phone going to the timestamps, and it's because I forgot, bitch, I don't remember what I said at that timestamp, and I'm hearing what he's saying, and then I'm hearing what I said, and I'm like, well, I said what you said type shit. Like he's basically trying to debunk my story time, like saying that I was not telling the truth in my story time. And I'm like, I was though. Like I said everything that you did. Like that's what I said. And he's like, I mean, I did say that, but like that's not what I meant. So therefore your story time is not true. Baby, look, look here, Blueberry. We're not finna go through all that, and we're not finna talk about this is what I meant, I didn't mean it like this. We're not gonna do all that, honey. I'm just saying what you said. I think in the story time, I think I said something along the lines of he was trying to use me to like pimp me out or whatnot, and he brought that up too, and he was like, I was never trying to use you to pimp you out. I actually liked you. He was like, if I was trying to pimp you out, that would have been the first conversation that me and you would have had. I would have tried to do that from the jump, but I actually was talking to you for a while before that shit happened, like this and that. And he was like, and I even told you that if you didn't want to do it, it was fine, I would still date you. I'm like, skirt, stop. You told me that if I didn't want to do it, it was fine, you would still date me. yes, you did say that, but you continue to hassle me throughout the days and try to get me to change my mind. So you didn't really leave me alone. You didn't, like, you know what I mean? You didn't really leave me alone when I said no, I didn't want to do it. You still tried to persuade me throughout the time, right? So then let me tell y'all how he found my video. I'm like, okay, how did you find my video? Like, that's what I want to know, because the whole time that he's sitting here talking about this, talking about that, like doing all this, I just want to know how he found my video, because I know that he did not go search that video on his own. He gets to telling me that he was talking to this girl and that he was trying to pimp out. I guess, you know, pimps all have the same type of talk. Like, pimps, they kind of talk in a certain manner that, like, everybody will be able to pick up on if you're talking to the same pimp at the same time. And I'm guessing the way that he was talking to her was the same way that I told the story. And it's funny, and actually now that I think about it, it's funny that he says that this is not what I did, you're lying, you're not telling the truth in your story time. He said, this boy basically tried to say, he didn't say everything was a lie, but this boy basically said majority of the stuff I said in the story time was a lie, that I was not telling the truth. Okay, then if majority of the shit that I said in the story time was a lie, how the hell did this girl know that it was you that I told the story time on? How? Oh, okay. So, like, I just thought about that now. Like, I just thought about that right now. But yeah, so basically, long story short, homeboy was trying to pimp out another girl. She paused and she was like, she said, you kind of sound like a guy that this YouTuber did a story time on. And he said automatically he knew that it was me, because he knew that I was a YouTuber and he knew that I did story times or whatnot. And he was like, oh, really? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, well, how does the girl look? And so the girl was like, she's very pretty. She's a plus size girl. She's dark skinned. The girl just starts describing me. Blueberry said that the girl just kept saying she's just very pretty. She's a very pretty girl. And he said the only person that he could think of was me, because he was like, I'm the only girl that he's ever dated that was a YouTuber or whatnot. So he's like, oh, well, send me her channel, because he didn't want to be wrong about, you know, the situation. So he told the girl to send him my channel. And y'all, why did my subscribers send this boy my story time? Y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Why y'all opping like that? Why y'all opping like that? Y'all, when I tell you my jaw dropped, like, I could not believe that one of my subscribers threw me under the bus. She did not need to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I was just, and even when I told this story time in my live, everybody was like, nah, I can't believe your subscriber did that. One of my subscribers then threw me under the bus and sent the video to the damn pimp. So she sends the video to the pimp, and I think he said that he denied it, because he said he was like, I don't know if he was embarrassed or I don't know what. I don't know, but he said he denied the fact that he ever tried to do that or whatnot, but he said he knew me. And I'm just looking at him like, so you denied it, but you said you knew me. The two don't make sense. But I guess he was embarrassed by the situation. And then he said right after, he hung up on the phone with her and he went to go call me. So then I was like, oh, so you trying to pimp somebody else out? And I was telling him, I'm like, did you try to talk to her too, like how you was trying to talk to me? And then he ends up sending me a picture of her. So girl, if you're watching this, I know how you look like. I know how you, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, he ends up sending me a picture of how the girl looks like. He sends me her Instagram, and sure enough, the girl is following me. So I know for a given fact this boy is not lying about the situation. And he basically just tells me that she's been trying to talk to him the longest. They live in the same city, mind you. Like, they live in the same exact city. He said that she's been trying to talk to him for the longest, and he basically was like, okay, well, let me try to like pimp this one out. But he said that he didn't want her or whatnot. Who knows, because, you know, boys be lying or whatnot. And it did seem like she wanted him, but who knows, because boys be lying, okay? Because at the end of the day, who knows? They could have got on the phone together and be caking and everything. Who knows? Boys be lying. The way that he was painting the story was like he wanted her. No, she wanted him. He didn't want her, so he tried to pimp her out instead. Like, but who knows? Who knows? So y'all, at this point in time, when I'm hearing all this, I'm just like shocked. I'm shocked that my subscriber would snitch me out. Shocked that he's using the same punchlines to pimp girls out. Shocked. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. This point, I'm just like, wow. So then after that, we get back into the story. So I'm like, okay, so how do you feel? Like, how do you feel about the situation? And he ends up telling me, he's like, you know, I don't really know what to say about the situation. I just know for a given fact that, like, you know, he said, I know this is how you make your money and all. He said, but like, I don't really appreciate you not really telling the truth in the story time. And I just keep asking Blueberry, where didn't I tell the truth? Where didn't I tell the truth? Like, you haven't pointed me to the section of a video to where I have not told the truth. You just keep saying, I said that, but that's not what I meant. But that doesn't mean that I didn't tell the truth. And that's what I told him. And he was like, well, I haven't finished watching the story time yet, so I'm not sure, but I'll figure it out when I get done watching everything. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then so he also brought up the fact that I said that he was trying to use me to pimp me out. Like, he was trying to talk to me to pimp me out. He brought that up, and he basically was just telling me that he was never trying to use me to pimp me out. He told me that he actually liked me and he actually wanted a relationship with me. And it was crazy because he said that he told the truth. He said, yes, some of the girls that he has pimped out in the past, that he messed with them. He said, but like, for me, like, it was like awesome. Yeah, he was gonna try to get me to do it, but even if I didn't want to do it, he still liked me. Like, he was still very much interested in me. He also told me that throughout the months he used to think about me and he missed me a lot. And he actually said that he regret even like bringing that to me or whatnot, that he should have just left the situation alone. Just saying all this extra shit. Oh, and keep in mind, y'all, keep in mind, because I know some people about to be like, okay, well, if he missed you, he would have hit you up. He did hit me up before this situation with the girl showing him my video. There was a day where he texted me and I just ignored him. And the reason why I ignored him is because I just did not care to talk to him. I was through with him in that time, in that moment. I didn't really care to talk to him. So I did ignore him. So he basically brings up the time where he texted me and I ignored him, and he was like sad about it or whatnot. And he said that it was actually very sad that we were not talking. Like, he actually missed me throughout the months or whatnot. I basically told him straight up, I said, we were not talking because you didn't respect my boundaries. I told you that I would never spread your legs. Let me see you arch your back. Let me see you bend your knees. Bitch, I would never do that like that. Like, I'm not, T-Cash ain't talking to me, baby. When he said that, he wasn't talking to me. But we just ended up talking, and at this point, he's talking to me, and I'm like, okay, so what do you want me to do? Because I kind of felt bad. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of felt bad. And nowadays, bitch, I'm not feeling bad no more. Bitch, I don't feel bad about nothing. If I tell the story time on you, it's because you deserved it. I'm so sorry about it. It's only been 2 times in my life where I've deleted a story time because of like a situation happened and a situation got resolved, so I deleted it. But for the most part, baby, if I put a video out on you, it's because you deserved it. You wanted to be on this channel when you decided to do what you did to me. So, but in that moment, I felt bad, and I asked him, I said, do you want me to private the video? I'm so freaking mad. I'm so freaking mad. And this is nobody but myself. This is nobody but myself's fault. I asked him, do he want me to private the video? Because he just kept saying that he's not mad, but from the way he's talking, you could tell he feels the type of way that I made the video. So I'm like, well, do you want me to private the video? And he's like, no, like, that's how you make your money. Like, I would never take bread off of your table. Like, keep the video up. That's how you make your money. But it's like, the next second he would be like, and then you said that I did it. I'm like, nigga, if, like, I'm finna private the video type shit if you want to keep going through each stamp and saying what I said. Bitch, I know what I said. I made the video type shit. You don't gotta remind me. Eventually, I just got tired of him breaking and picking apart the video, so I ended up privating the video, and I regret that shit. You know why? Because he didn't tell me to private the video. Yes, he was complaining and shit, but I should have just let him complain. When I private the video, what I didn't even notice at the time, but like, I was like, oh damn, I think one of my friends told me that. I forgot who told me that. One of my friends ended up telling me, like, when you private a video that just got pushed out, it basically YouTube takes it off of the recommendations. It takes it off the algorithm. So even if you do bring the video back, your views don't go, your views just stay stagnant. Like, it's like your views just stay like normal, like you just range average views. And y'all, that video was going up. I think it was like a week into that video and I already got 50,000 views, right? And once I took the video off and I took and he was so angry, y'all. Like, he was so angry. Blueberry was so mad because he ended up calling me the next day and he's like, did you take that video off? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, girl, I told you to keep it. Like, he was like, yes, I feel some type of way about you making a story time about me. He was like, but like I said, I would never take bread off of your table. Like, keep that video. That's how you make your money. The fuck? Like, keep that video. And I told him, I said, well, you keep complaining, you keep picking the video apart, like you making me uncomfortable, like that's the reason why I deleted it type shit. He's like, I mean, I'm gonna complain regardless. He said, because you made a story time about me. He said, but I'm not that offended to where I'm like, oh, you need to delete this now, da da da. Like, he's like, I don't care. Like, he's like, keep the video. So I brought the video back on. Y'all, when I brought the video back on, that video did not push like how it was supposed to. But hey, we learned. Throughout the days, we started talking again. He's just telling me like how life's been. Mind y'all have to understand, it's been like a good 3 or 4 months since we stopped talking. So, you know, we're just catching up with each other. We're just telling each other what happened through our life when we weren't talking. He's just talking to me. He's asking me how have I been. I'm telling him how I've been. You know, just usual talk, just usual chit chat. And I'm also telling him that I'm about to go on a trip because that's around the time where I was about to go on a trip. So he's talking to me while I'm packing my clothes. So I'm packing my clothes and we're on the phone. And y'all, I kid you not, and I know it's crazy because when I told this story on my live, all of y'all were like, what the fuck, Irene? You're crazy. Why would you do that? What? Y'all, all the little tiny feelings that I had for this boy when I talked to him in the beginning kind of came back. And I know some people might be like, girl, I'm like, you know how T-Pace said, I'm in love with a stripper. Baby, I was in love with a pimp, baby. I was in semi-love with a pimp. Let me tell y'all something about a pimp. A pimp know how to talk, you feel me? A pimp know how to talk. He know how to move them jaws, you feel me? Because that's how they get their girls to do what they want them to do, you know. And this boy knew how to talk. This boy was a smooth talker, y'all. Like, when I say a smooth talker, this was one of the smoothest niggas that I've ever dealt with. And he was so young. He was younger than me, and he was so freaking smooth, y'all. Like, I was like, oh wow, this boy's smooth. So we get to talking again. We get to caking it up and shit. And he basically is like, yeah, where are you going? And I end up telling him where I'm going, and he's like, oh, okay. And then I'm packing, and we're just having like talk. We end up talk. And mind you, when I had first got home, because I had just came out from running errands, I told him, I'm like, I can only talk to you for 10 minutes and then I'm about to go pack or whatnot. And he's like, that's cool, that's cool. Y'all, tell me why we ended up talking the whole night. We ended up talking on the phone the entire night. Even when I was packing, he was on the phone. There was even a time where like we just got tired of talking. So the phone, you know how you on the phone with someone and you've been on the phone with them for a long time, and so the phone just goes silent. Both of y'all are not talking to each other, but y'all are just doing your own thing. That's what ended up happening. I think he ended up cooking, and I was just packing the whole night. And then I think we, at the very end of it, we went to sleep. Yeah, I think we hung up and then we went to sleep, right? So throughout the day, he ends up texting me. We start texting again, and I just know it's wrong. Like, in my spirit, I'm like, girl, you're not supposed to be texting this boy. Like, you cut this boy off. This boy tried to pimp you out. Why are you texting this boy? But y'all, my flesh was winning. Baby, my flesh said, girl, continue to text him. You good. My flesh was winning, you feel me? At this point, we just continue to text back and forth, you know, the usual small talk back and forth. I think the next day, I end up going on my trip. Y'all, when I was on my trip, this boy was texting me like crazy. He was, I was calling him. I called him a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I called him so much on that trip. I called him a lot. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about me, but when I go on trip, Morocco was the very first trip where I didn't do this, because I couldn't do this. But when I go on trips, I be calling all my niggas all the time. Like, I call every single nigga. I call niggas that's not even on the roster anymore. I be calling them. I don't know what it is, but I do this on trips. I don't know if it's because I be bored inside the hotel room. I don't know what it is, but I do that. Now, Morocco, I didn't do that because I didn't have no nigga, y'all. I then went and I cut off everybody at the not even the beginning. I cut off everyone at the ending of the year. I cut off everyone. So I didn't have nobody to call. I mean, I could have, but I wasn't trying to backtrack. You know what I mean? But prior to Morocco, I call everyone. I hit up everybody, and he was, I'm not going to say he was on my roster, but because me and him were talking a lot before the trip, it was just normal for me to call him. So we start talking, and I'm sharing a room with my friend. So now my friend is beginning to see him, and I'm telling my friends like, who is that? Like whispering and shit, because we're on the phone, and mind you, we're calling a whole bunch of different niggas. So my friend's like, who's that? And I'm like whispering back to her, that's the pimp. And she's like, the pimp is cute. And I'm like, I know. Mind you, this boy is very handsome. So she's like, the pimp is cute. And I'm like, I know. And so he's talking, and I'm like, yeah. And then I end up like introducing him to my friend. Mind you, we're on FaceTime. So I end up introducing him to my friend, and my friend's like, hey, and he's talking to my friend, and I'm telling him like, yeah, we never been to your city. We want to visit your city. And he's like, yeah, I got some friends for her. Like basically saying he got friends for my friend. And he's like, y'all can come out. I can fly y'all out to the city. Y'all can come out and visit the city, and we can go on yachts. We can do this. Like he's just talking like, just yapping. My friend was even like, okay, I did not like the fact that this boy was a pimp, but baby, I see why you like him. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, are you talking to him again? And I'm like, I'm not gonna say I'm talking to him again, but you know, we're in communication again. She's like, girl, be careful, because that boy's a smooth talker. And I'm like, I know, girl, I know. Like we're just talking about the situation. And she's like, has he asked you to be a hoe for him? Like, has he asked? And I'm like, no, girl. And if he asks, that's when it's just gonna be over all over again. And she's like, girl, be careful with him. And I'm like, girl, trust me, I am. Like, I'm not letting him do none of that shit. We about to fast forward to me leaving the trip. So I leave the trip. Weeks gone on now. I'm back home. So I don't know if I'm a user. Now that I think about it, I think I'm a user. Yo, when I get back on the trip, bitch, I stopped calling all the niggas on the trip that I was calling, bitch, I stopped calling every one of them. I'm like, bitch, I'm back in Houston now. I'm good. I don't need you no more. Bitch, I just wanted to call you because I was bored. I was just bored. But I'm back home now, baby. I don't need you no more. So he starts blowing up my phone. And it's crazy because it's like he's caught, like, I'm not going to say he's blowing up my phone. But in my eyes, at that moment, once I touch back down in Houston, he's low-key blowing up my phone because I'm back home, baby. I don't need you on the phone no more. So he's blowing up my phone. I'm not answering it. I'm barely answering it. If I am answering it, I'm like, oh, yeah, hello. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, okay, yeah, I gotta go. All right, bye. Hang up type shit. I'm dodging him. Mind you, he not the only nigga that I called when I was on my trip. I called many other guys, but they got the memo. Like as soon as I touched down and they called me once and they seen that I was being dry and shit when I was back in the city, them guys ain't call me no more. But Blueberry did not get the memo. Like he just kept calling me. I ended up getting on the phone with Blueberry. I started calling him again because I don't want to put his business out there, but like something happened to him to where I kind of felt bad. So I was like, okay, let me call him and see if he's okay type shit. And you could just tell he's very dry on the phone. Like you could tell he's very like, out of it. And I felt bad for him because I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't like Blueberry, because I did like Blueberry. But I just knew that he was a pimp, and I knew that he was not in my city. And he has so many like bad, like negative connotations to him. For starters, he was a pimp. Secondly, he was young. He was way younger than me. And thirdly, he was he didn't live in my city, and I don't do long distance as much anymore. I used to be a long distance queen, but the last guy that I did long distance with, y'all, he took my heart and he ripped it to shreds. So after that, I said, I'm not doing long distance no more, because if I'm gonna be hurt, I need to be hurt by a nigga that I can actually touch in real life. I can't be hurt by a nigga through the phone type shit. This ain't Soulja Boy. You can tell he started to feel some type of way. So the day that I ended up calling him about the situation that happened, you could tell he didn't really want me on the phone. Like, I could just feel the vibe. So he's like, yes. And I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, I'm good. And I'm like, yeah, because I seen that such and such happened to you, and I was just checking on you to make sure you're fine. Why you checking on me? You don't like me, do you? Huh? You don't like me? Why you checking on me? You ain't worried about me? All the other weeks that I've been calling you, he said, ever since you touched back down in your city, you forgot my name type shit. So I'm like, no, I didn't forget you, but you know, I'm lying, y'all. I'm like, I didn't forget you, but I'm just trying to settle back into my my house. I'm just trying to settle back into the city, get back to my schedule. Like, I didn't forget about you. He's like, yeah, I'm not really trying to hear that. He's like, I don't feel no type of way, shawty. He said, but I told you from the beginning when I called you that day that I found out that you made a story time about you. I told you about me. I told you from the beginning that I actually liked you. So it's like, if the energy is not being reciprocated, baby, just let me know. I'll just move on. Like, I'll just move on. If the energy not being reciprocated, just let me know. What are you talking about? Y'all, I'm playing dumb. I'm playing mad dumb. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he was like, Irene, I'm not dumb. Like, I could tell that you don't like me the way I like you. I could tell. And I just told him, I said, I don't trust you. That's another thing. I didn't trust the boy. I'm like, I don't know if you really like me or if you trying to pimp me out again. Like, I don't trust you. So I'm not about to put all my eggs in your basket when I don't trust you, you know? And I just basically told him that. And he was like, Irene, he said, I'm still here trying to talk to you after you told a whole story time about me, this and that. In my head, I'm like, baby, baby, don't trip. Just lower your tone. Like, what are you talking about? You over here telling me that you trying to talk to me after I told a whole story time about you. Bitch, that's why I'm scared. Bitch, I'm trying to figure out why you still here type shit. Cause bitch, ain't no what? I'm somebody finna tell a story time about me and I'm still finna be in their phone. Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. And I basically told him that. And he was like, you think I'm here for revenge? You think I'm here to get revenge on you? Ain't nobody trying to get no revenge on you. I'm here because I like you. Like, he starts yelling at me, y'all. But yeah, guys, he just starts yelling at me. The boy just starts yelling at me and he basically just starts saying, you think I don't like you? This and that, da da da. And y'all, I'm just quiet. I'm quiet as a mouse. I'm quiet as a damn mouse because I don't believe nothing that's coming out of this boy's mouth. He's talking to me and he's like, so it just gets silent. Like, it just gets mad silent on the phone. He's like, well, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go. He ends up telling me that he has to go. Cause mind you, when he was talking to me, he was out. He wasn't in his house. Like, he was actually outside doing something. So he's like, well, I gotta get back to what I was doing. So I'm gonna talk to you later. So I'm like, okay. So we end up hanging up. And I end up calling my friend and telling my friend what happened. And y'all, my friend was not having it. Mind you, it was the same friend that was on the trip that he was talking to on FaceTime. She's like, girl, at the end of the day, that nigga's a pimp. Like, she just told me straight up, she's like, he's a pimp. He don't have, like, she was like, y'all don't have no dealings with each other. Like, she was like, I'm so sorry to tell you. She said, but you and him are not of the same caliber. She was like, I do not think that you should be talking to him at all. And my friend also said, and you made a story time about him. She was like, you do not know this boy could be trying to talk to you for ulterior motives. You do not know why this boy could be talking to you. Like, you just don't know. This is another thing, y'all, that I even forgot to add. This boy was telling me the whole time when I was on my trip, he was telling me to let him know when I touch back down in Houston so he could book a ticket to come out and see me. He wanted to see me so badly, y'all. He wanted to see me so badly. And he just kept telling me, let me know when you touch down. And he was actually looking at Airbnb. So that's another thing. My friend was like, you do not know this boy. She was like, you've never met this boy physically. She was like, you just made a story time about this boy. You don't know this boy's intentions. Like, be careful type shit, right? So I was taking all of that into consideration and I just decided to take a big step back. Like, when I say a big step, bitch, a big step. Bitch, bitch, you know how they be like, slide to the left. Bitch, I slid to the left, so left. I took it all the way to the left. So I left him. So he started calling me. I wasn't answering, but like I said, I was already kind of low-key doing that shit with him. So he kind of got the memo and he just completely stopped, you know, talking to me. So I still was following him on Instagram because when we became cool again, we started following each other again on Instagram or whatnot. So he would watch my stories, I would watch his, but like, it wasn't really like a lot of communication. But throughout the week, he would check on me. He'll be like, hey love, I'm just checking on you to make sure you're fine, this and that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I'm doing good or whatnot. And I'm, you know, we just checking on each other, but we're not really having a lot of communication with each other. He calls me one day and I answer because I'm like, he hasn't called me in like a good 2 weeks. So I'm like, let me see what he wants. So he calls me and I answer and we end up talking on the phone and he tells me, hey, I'm coming to Houston regardless, like whether 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 you want to see me or not, I'm still coming to Houston because I have an assignment. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, then y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm like, oh, what? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, he mind you, he told me this like the first day that he told me he was a pimp. He told me that he had a girl out here in Houston that he pimped out. So he basically told me that he's coming out to see the girl that he told me from the beginning that he already pimped out. He's coming out there to see her. And he basically told me that he's supposed to be taking her to some of her clients' houses. And he also told me that, fuck, should I tell this part of the story? Because he told me not to tell nobody. I'm not going to tell that. I'm not going to tell that part of the story because he told me not to tell nobody. And I wouldn't feel comfortable telling it to all of y'all. It's nothing really serious, but it is at the same time. But he basically tells me he comes out here for an assignment. And I'm thinking that he capping y'all when he talking to me because the assignment that he was coming out here to do, I'm looking like, nigga, don't nobody know you. You coming out here to do what? But this boy started showing me receipts and I was like, oh, okay, like you really like that type shit. This boy had connections and all this, and y'all tell me why. It's like, yeah, I understand that me and you don't talk no more, but do you not know how much money you can make with this situation? Like, do you not know how much money you can make? Y'all, this boy started doing this pimp talk all over again. This boy started doing this stupid ass pimp talk all over again, y'all. He started talking about how much money I can make. He's like, I understand. He's like, look, you only got to do this situation one time. And I said, what about the other girl that's coming out that you coming to see? Why can't she do it? He's like, oh, she's gonna do it, but he was like, it's a lot of people. Like she not gonna be able to do all that on her own. That's why I'm saying, like, this is a one-time thing. Do you not know how much money you can make? Like, he's sending me a whole bunch of receipts. He's sending me like just, I can't even really get into it because I don't want to tell. He told me, like, he said, if anything, do never tell this specific thing. Like, he's funny because he was like, I don't know if you would ever make a story time about me again. He said, but please don't say what I'm like. He told me not to say it, so I'm not gonna say it. But this boy is basically trying to pimp me out again, and I'm just looking at him like, you see, this is the reason why I didn't trust your ass the second time that you came around, because you never come around with good intentions type shit. And so he's like, well, I'm gonna just let you sleep on it and you gonna give me an answer by tomorrow. Bitch, I don't need to sleep. Bitch, I'm wide awake. I don't need to sleep. Bitch, I already know my answer. No. So I'm like, okay. So I end up hanging up, y'all. So he starts texting me throughout the day. He's like, so did you make your decision? Like, he's like, I promise you can make. And y'all, the money that boy was offering me was a lot. I know a lot of bitches would have folded. I kid you not, I know a lot of bitches would have folded. He's sending me the money. He's sending me the information. He's sending me like, he's like, let me know if you down for this. I'm gonna send you the address. And he tells me that he's coming to the city the next week. And I'm just like, okay. I'm just like, okay, yeah, okay. So then he ends up calling me again the next day. I dropped my brother's girlfriend off at school, and then I was hungry. So I was looking around the area and I seen a Torchy's Taco. So I ended up going inside Torchy's Taco. I ended up ordering my taco and I went back to my car. So, you know, I'm getting my, you know, I always get trailer park, and I always get it trashy. I always get that from Torchy's. So, you know, I'm getting my trailer park and I'm getting ready to eat, bitch, while my phone going zun, 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 zun. I'm like, bitch, I just want to eat type shit. I look down and I seen this blueberry. I'm like, so I end up answering the phone. I'm like, yes, hello, what's up? He's like, yeah, have you made your decision? Like, did you decide whether you gonna do that or not? And I'm like, look, blueberry. At this point, I just started getting mad because it's like, stop asking me to do that shit. Like, you know I'm not gonna do it. And you know, I was trying to be like, I was trying to let him down easily. I was trying to say like, oh, I'm scared. Like, you know, I'm scared to do that. And then I tried to tell him like, oh, you know, like I have a good name for myself. I can't get caught up in those type of things. Like I was trying to let him off easily so he could get the hint that I wasn't really into that type of shit. But this boy just kept hounding my phone down for an answer. So I told him straight up, I'm not doing it. He's like, girl, do you know how much money on the line? Do you know how much money is on the line? And you don't want to do this? This is a big deal for you. Like he said, and he was basically telling me like, I'm only going to get a certain percentage. I'm only going to get a certain percentage. You're going to take majority of the money. Like he's just getting like, not mad, but he's becoming very like hostile with me. And I'm just like, I don't want to do it. Like, bitch, I said I don't want to do it. This is my pussy. If you gonna do it. The fuck? You keep telling me how much money is on the line. Bitch, go show them. Show them what you know type shit. Go do it. So at this point, I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. He's like, okay, okay. He's like, I'm not going to ask you again. I'm not going to ask you again. Thank God. Thank God. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And I'm like, well, I gotta go. Like, I'm not here. I'm not at home. I gotta go. He's like, all right, bet. So he ends up hanging up the phone. So y'all, we finna get into the day that I just cut him off for good. Bitch, he had to, it ain't snip, 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 snip. Bitch, I had to cut him off for good because he was getting on my mother freaking nerves, y'all. I had to cut this boy off for good one day. One day I'm at home, it's nighttime. I don't even know what I'm doing, but he ends up calling my phone. So I'm like, so I end up answering the phone and he's like, hey, Irene. He's in a very like nice mood this day. Like I'm saying like mad nice, like more nicer than usual. So I knew something was up. And so he's like, hey, Irene, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good. And he's like, what are you doing? And I just tell him what I just got done doing. Don't remember what I was doing, but we're just having small talk. It's like, yeah. And he's like, I don't know if you know this yet, but I'm coming to your city next week. I already got my ticket. And I'm like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah. And he was like, I understand that you might not want to fuck with me because of the whole situation that happened. I know I promised you that I would not bring up the me trying to get you to do stuff anymore. I know I told you that I would not bring it up, but it was a lot of money on the table and I just thought that you would want to do that. And I know some people looking like, why would she want to do that when she said that never to ask again? But I'm telling y'all right now, a lot of y'all bitches would have folded. A lot of y'all bitches would have folded because it wasn't just hoeing that was involved in this thing that he wanted me to do. So he basically just ends up apologizing for trying to get me to do that thing again. Mind you, I'm just like, oh, okay. Like I'm very, how can I describe it? I'm very indifferent about the situation. I don't really care. Like I just didn't really care, right? So he ends up saying, I know that like, you know, you might not want to see me, but I do really want to see you when I come out here. He's like, and I would like to take you on a date. And so I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay. And so I'm like, well, he asked me, what do I want to do? So I've been wanting to do a picnic date for the longest, y'all. Like not even just with guys, but even with my friends. I want to have a day where it's sunny outside, but it's not too hot. And I spray a whole bunch of mosquito repellent and I get a big ass blanket and I get a whole bunch of like snacks, probably like a charcuterie board, some wine, drinks, set up a board, set up some snacks around and get a painting and get a whole bunch of painting and just paint outside. I've been wanting to do a picnic date for the longest. It doesn't even have to be with a guy. It can also be with my friends. So guys, if you are watching and you're one of my friends, y'all, let's come out and do it before it gets really hot in Houston. Let's do it for real, for real. But I've been wanting to do that for the longest. So I bring that up to him and he's like, oh my God. And he was like, yes. And he was like, and then we can do this. Like he starts getting very excited, y'all. So me and him, we start talking about that. And he just starts telling me that he don't have a car or whatnot, so he might have to Uber to the park that I want to have it at. And I'm like, yeah, we could do that. Definitely, we could do that. He also tells me that he wants to go shopping at the Galleria. And he asked me, do I want to come with him? And I told him, no, not really. I don't really want nothing from the Galleria. Like, I don't want nothing type shit. While he's talking to me, we're on FaceTime. And so like he's counting money. I'm like, I hate when niggas do that flexing shit in front of my face because that shit don't turn me on because at the end of the day, that's not my money. So woo, wow. Like what the fuck do you want me to say about that? So he's like counting his money. This boy got a lot of cash, y'all, like a lot of money. He's counting his money and he's like, yeah, we can go to the Galleria. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to go to the Galleria. I don't really want nothing from there. And he was like, you don't want nothing? And I was like, no. And he was like, how do you know what you want? He was like, you could go in there, you can get whatever you want. Like, it's good, baby. I'm good for the money. I'm good for the money. So I'm like, oh. And I'm like, oh, no, it's okay. Because I just, with a guy that is a pimp, you always gonna have to pay on the back end type shit. And I just didn't want to do that with him. I didn't want to do that with him because I had already been through like him trying to pimp me out and shit. And I know some people in the comments are about to be like, girl, why would you agree to go on a date with him? Y'all, just watch the story time. And so, yeah, so he's talking to me or whatnot, and we're just talking. And then all of a sudden, he's like, hey, can I have $200? Ha! 200 what? 200 who? Hold on. Let me catch my breath. Baby, yeah. At this point, bitch, you would have thought I was Uzi. Let me catch my breath. So I'm like, huh? Like, Like, rewind it. Am I hearing what I'm really hearing? Y'all, at this point, this is when I just started becoming very belligerent. Because I just knew for a given fact that we were done. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I disrespected him or I was talking to him anyhow. But I just did not care. Like, I was done with him. But yeah, y'all, when he asked me for that money, I was done. I was like, yeah, like, I'm done with you type shit. Like, there's not even no other way that I can describe it other than the fact that I was just done with him. So I'm like, 200 what? And he was like, yeah, can I get $200 please? And mind you, we're on FaceTime. We're on FaceTime. I know I'm putting my phone to my ear, but we're on FaceTime when this is happening. So me and him are looking at the camera like, I'm like, 200 what? He's like, yeah, can I get 200 please? And I'm like, 200 for what? And he was like, I just need to borrow 200. And he's looking at me, and the way he's looking at me is like, I just need to borrow 200. Like, he's looking at me like, how can I describe it? He's kind of looking at me like, is she gonna do it or not? That type of look. So I'm like, no, what do you need 200 for? And I'm like, what happened to the money that you was just counting in the camera? What happened to that money? Like, where's that money going to? And then he started laughing. He was like, he was like, you just don't get it, huh? No, bitch, I get it. It's you that don't get it. And you about to get blocked in a bit. And I'm like, I don't get it. Why? And he was like, you see? He was like, you see? I was testing you and you fell. Bitch, don't fucking test me on a test that I never agreed to take. What are you talking about? I hate when niggas try to do that. I was testing you. Bitch, you fell, not me. I'm the administrator, not you. Like, don't piss me off. Like, I hate, like, not even just Blueberry. I just hate in general when a nigga try to test you on the test that you never agreed to take. So he was like, I was testing you and you failed. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you just selfish. You a selfish human being. You mad selfish. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't give a fuck a nigga telling me I'm selfish, bitch. I see that as a compliment. You're right. I am selfish. I'm not a selfish person by no means necessary. But if a nigga is ever telling me that I'm selfish, that means that he's just trying to use me and he's not able to use me the way he wants to use me, because I'm not selfish at all. So he's like, you just a selfish human being. Throughout the times that I've been talking to you, I just realized that you just selfish. Mind you, this is coming from a nigga who has never sent me money. This is coming from a nigga who has never put money in my pocket. I told him that. I said, oh, but you ain't never sent me money, but I'm supposed to send you money. That's what this boy did. This boy started saying, I tried to put you on so many business proposals. Bitch, spread your legs. It's not a business proposal in my eye, bitch. That shit is illegal. Illegal. Like, if a police comes, I'll get pulled over if I got caught doing that. That's not a business proposal. What are you talking about? So he's like, I try to put you on so many business proposals and da-da-da. Like, he just starts going off on me, y'all. Like, when I say off, he just starts going on. Mind you, he not yelling or nothing, but like, he talking a mile a minute. He's just talking about how selfish I was. He basically was saying, the fuck? I just got done showing a wad of cash in your face and shit like that. You think I need $200? I'm good off of $200. I was just trying to test you and you failed. And I said, well, don't test me. Don't test me. Don't test me. Don't test me. Bitch, I'm not in college no more. Don't test me. So I'm like, well, don't test me. Well, don't test me. Like, I start getting mad. And I said, I don't care. He's like, yeah, you ain't going to the Galleria no more. Bitch, am I supposed to feel bad that I'm not going to the Galleria? Bitch, I could get in my car right now and go to the Galleria. Bitch, I'm from Houston, born and raised. Bitch, the Galleria is nothing to me. If I wanted to go to the Galleria, I could go. Like, don't threaten me with a good time talking about you not going to the Galleria anymore as if I'm supposed to cry or shaking my boots. Like, I don't care. Like, you're not even from the city. I'm from the city. I do not care about the Galleria. Bitch, I don't even like going to the Galleria. It's too crowded over there. It's too much traffic. People don't know how to drive. It's police on every block. So if you run a light, you're getting pulled over. It takes 10 years to find parking. Did I mention that it was too crowded? Like, I don't care to go to the Galleria. Shut up. So he's like, yeah, you're not going to the Galleria no more. I was just testing you and you failed. I wanted to see if you still had that selfishness in your body. I did not need your $200. I was going to send that shit right back to you as soon as you sent it to me. But you selfish as hell. This is and that. Like, he's just going off on me, y'all. And then he says that the girl that he's supposed to come out and see out here, he said that she paid for his flight ticket. I don't know why he told me that as if like I was supposed to be like, wow, really? Like, that shit just made me look at her like, oh, this bitch that desperate. And I said it too. I said it, y'all. I'm mad childish. So when he said, he was like, yeah, he said the girl that I'm supposed to be going on the business proposal with, she paid for my flight ticket. And he was like, and I can't believe that I was going to take you to the Galleria over her. I can't believe that I was going to take you to the Galleria over her. You not going to the Galleria. And I was gonna let you buy whatever the hell that you wanted in the store, even if you went inside Louis Vuitton, even if you went inside Balenciaga. I was gonna let you buy whatever the fuck you wanted to buy. He said, but you selfish as fuck, and I would never spend money on a girl like you. Thank you, Blueberry. You don't have to. You don't have to. So, mind you, when he talking, I'm like, well, I said, at the end of the day, baby, I am African. And I said, and you knew from the beginning that I was African. And I said, and I have never had a man ask me for money. Never. Mind you guys, I kid you not. Nah, I'm lying. A guy has asked me for money, but I have never really had a guy ask me for that much amount of money, $200. And you think that I'm supposed to just give it to you because you're testing me? Boy, fuck out of here. Test yourself. Don't test me. So I just end up telling him, boy, at the end of the day, you know I'm African, and you know that our African men do not ask us for money. So I don't know why you thought that you were gonna come here and ask me for money. He's like, that's a fucking lie. So this boy starts arguing with me about 50-50, y'all. I'm like, oh no, get this boy off my phone. I'm not about to argue with this boy about 50-50. I do not care to argue with this boy about 50-50. 50-50 have never been a topic to Africans, because African men are taught from a young age to provide for the family. 50-50 is not in our like thing. Now, I'm not saying that African men are supposed to provide 100% for the family, but if at the very least, if an African man is given 80, the woman would give 20. Like 50-50 is just not a thing for most Africans, and that is that is not just African American, because I do see some white people arguing that thing. But that, I'm not gonna say African American. 50-50 is an American argument. That's not an African argument. And I'm not about to have it with you, because we're not dating. We're not getting ready to be in a relationship. We don't have no kids together. So I don't know why you're trying to argue with me about that. So he's like, yeah, let's start talking about 50-50. So that, like, I'm not talking to you about that. Like, I'm African. And I told him straight up. He was like, girl, you know how many friends I have that are African that agree to 50-50? I have a lot of niggas that agree to 50-50. And I'm like, yeah, they're washed out. They're probably Americanized. They were probably born in America, so they agree. But real true African men that were born in Africa do not believe in 50-50. Majority of them don't. And he's like, that's a lie. That's a lie. Even if you look at that, like, guys, he just starts going off, y'all. And so I basically told him, I said, well, Blueberry, I ain't sending you the money. So how about that? How about that? And I said, and how about you take that girl that you supposed to go on that business proposal? How about you take her to the Galleria with you? I don't want to go to the Galleria with you. So he's like, he just looks at me. I just look at him. Y'all, tell me why this boy hang up on me. All you hear is because we on FaceTime. So you know when you hang up, you hear, bitch, this boy hung up on me. This boy hung up on me. I was so shocked because I wanted to hang up on him. And I know some people like, you should have been hung up on him. Y'all, I'm stretching this story out But this shit happened quick. Like, everything just happened. This whole argument, the 50-50 talk, everything happened within a 2-minute talking period. It's not like it was stretched out. But I wanted to be the one to hang up on him. So I was so angry that this boy hung up on me. So I texted him and I said, did you just hang up on me? And he was like, yes. Y'all, I texted him. I said, okay, good luck. Have fun when you come out here. Bitch, I blocked him everywhere. Bitch, I even blocked him on TikTok. I even blocked him on TikTok. I blocked this boy everywhere, y'all. I blocked both his Instagrams because he has 2 Instagrams. I blocked both his Instagrams. I blocked his number. I blocked his TikTok. I blocked him everywhere, y'all. He had to get blocked. He had to get blocked. So yeah, y'all, that's the ending of the story time. I ain't never heard from him again. He ain't never messaged me again. I told the story time on my live and everybody was like, Irene, why did you let him come back the second time? This and that, blah, blah, blah. A part of me, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, a part of me kind of felt guilty that he found out that I made the story time about him. That was one of the main reasons why I kind of started talking to him again. But y'all, I had no intentions of dealing with him. When I came back from my trip, I was being mad dry with him. I was texting him when I felt like it. Like, I had no intentions of re-talking to him again. I was just like, I just kind of felt obligated to talk to him again. And I'm gonna be real with you, outside of him trying to pimp me out, I do think the boy liked me. I do think, I'm not gonna lie, we had a lot of deep conversations. That boy did like me. When you have to understand, when you are dealing with a guy that does that type of lifestyle, especially a guy that does fraud, a guy that's a scammer, a guy that is a thief, a guy that is into the pimp industry, a guy that is into the drug dealing industry, it doesn't matter how much they like you, they would not stop that shit just because they like you. They're not gonna stop what they're doing just because they like you. If he is into that, like, and I mean into that, I don't mean like, oh, I scam here and there. No, like, if he is into that lifestyle, like if he is he has both his feet in the mud with that lifestyle, he is not going to stop that lifestyle just because he likes you. So I do think that Blueberry took a liking towards me, but I think he couldn't help himself. Like, this is what he's been doing for years. He has family members who put him on this shit. He's not going to stop it. He doesn't care. He's not going to stop for nobody. I just had to get rid of him. I just had to block him. And in all honesty, y'all, I was so happy he did what he did that day because it just gave me a reason to block him. Because prior to that phone call, I was trying to figure out how to get out of his life fully. Like, I didn't want to be in contact with a pimp. So when he did what he did, I was so happy to block him. But, I don't have no ill feelings towards him. I hope he's doing good in life or whatnot. And I hope he really stops doing what he's doing because the boy is so freaking handsome. And the boy is so intelligent. When I say intelligent, y'all, when I say this boy is intelligent, this boy is intelligent as fuck. Like, it's crazy how people let the devil use them for bad. It's crazy. And it's not just him. It's all of us. You know what I mean? But I hope he's doing well in life. And I really hope he don't see this story time. And I hope none of y'all send it to him. I love you guys so much. Be sure to like the video. And if you are new to the channel and you like the video, be sure to subscribe. And also, y'all comment down below. Was I wrong for taking him back? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this story time. I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.